Come with us for our very first show of the new season while we reflect on what's been happening during the first few months of 2020. Next on The Ekko. Good morning and welcome to our very first show of the 2020 season of The Ekko. I'm Erin Lindstrom. Today is Friday the 13th of March. Quite a lot has happened since the beginning of second semester. One major thing that had us in its grip is the recent state wrestling tournament.
We'll go to mat number 5.
Our own Raiders wrestling team went to state at the XL Energy Center after a great season of competition. They competed as a team and there were 7 individual wrestlers who qualified for state. 3 of them are seniors. They are John Kendall, Garrett Bying, and Mukhtar Ali.
But one of my favorite things was at the state tournament, we got all 19 kids on our section roster. Every single kid got a match, and we got a lot of young kids on the team, so a lot of freshmen, and every single one of those kids got tournament or state tournament experience.
The weekend after that state meet, there was another much more musical-related event happening here at our school. It's called Swingin' on the River, and every year our show choir program hosts this major competition. If you've never been, it's a long day where many show choirs from all over the state and even out of state come to perform and compete. There are many fun activities and some very good food. Our show choir students worked very hard to make a fun competition for these other schools. It was so amazing to see all the other schools enjoy HHS for a day. In other musical news, you may have made it to the annual winter talent show that went on in January. The Ekko's Colby Zach met up with one of the performers who made the talent show such a standout night of entertainment.
First place winner is...
Drum roll, please, come on.
Autumn Keller!
You may know Autumn Keller as a show-stopping performer.
I was shocked. I really didn't think it actually happened. It felt like a dream because it's been something that I've literally dreamed about since I was 3, 4. So for me to actually win was crazy, and I still can't believe it at some times.
But what you don't know is the time and dedication she has put towards her lifestyle.
I've been dancing for 17 years, and I just like dancing. It's a passion of mine. It always has been. The name of the song was Human by Christina Perri. I chose that song specifically because when I first heard it when I was on the radio, it really portrayed a message that I connected with. It just feels right to do a dance to that.
Despite the fact that she performs complex dance moves effortlessly, she has worked extremely hard to get where she is today.
Currently, I practice dancing at Jan School of Dance, and that is every Thursday for 3 hours.
She danced for quite a while when she was a youngster, then she left and she came back last year to our Ballet and Point program, and this year rejoined our competition lines.
Autumn's main dance instructor, Jan Tripp, is more acquainted with Autumn's journey in dance than anyone else.
She pays attention in class, she listens intently, she'll help other dancers self-correct if they can't remember the counts.
Whether she's performing in front of hundreds of people or all alone in the studio, Autumn always keeps a steady mind.
I handle my nerves by just experience. I've been doing it for 17 years now, so it's just a joy for me to be able to perform in front of people.
On top of her profound individual success, she's also a great teammate.
Autumn's the best. She's so sweet.
Molly Barker, Autumn's teammate, hasn't danced alongside Autumn for very long.
This is my first year actually doing a routine with Autumn.
But she already respects her countless leadership qualities.
She always just knows what she's doing and is super helpful with everyone.
It seems clear that Autumn has made a positive impact on everyone she's been able to work with.
She's a wonderful vibe to have in class. She actually helps me solve some problems in terms of formations or just creative ideas.
Catherine Griffiths is another instructor of Autumn's, and she has noticed Autumn's constant strive for improvement.
Her technique has really grown. I mean, you know, seeing her back from being in middle school and now being a senior in high school, her performance quality is just beautiful, and you can really tell how she loves to dance.
Despite her countless achievements, Autumn has no plans to stop practicing her passion anytime soon.
I'm planning to go to the University of Minnesota Twin Cities for a major in dance and hopefully a minor in business.
So exciting for her. The U has a really wonderful program. It's pretty selective, and what's cool about them is a lot of the professors have their own companies, so she'll get a lot of great exposure to professional experience too.
Autumn's future in dance is extremely bright.
My plans, hopefully, for after college would be to be a professional dancer. I would love to be in a company and travel all over the world.
Depending on the show, she could perform anywhere. She could go Broadway, cruise ships. She could start her own dance studio.
No matter what path she decides to take, the idea of keeping dance in her life is like music to her ears. This is Colby Zach reporting for The Ekko.
If you want to catch Autumn put her amazing dance skills to use, make plans to attend the spring choir concert coming up in May. She'll be dancing and singing for her last time as a Hastings Raider. On another musical note, Select Chorale was one of the many choirs from around Minnesota chosen to participate in last month's Music Educators Convention held at Central Lutheran Church in downtown Minneapolis. The 8th grade women's choir from our middle school was also talented enough to perform. That event at Central Lutheran was special. We haven't sent anyone to the convention since our men's choir went in 2017. Stepping away from the more musical news, let's head out to the farm. You've probably heard of FFA, but what does that mean? The Ekko's Talia Schultz puts on her boots and takes us along to find out.
This family has been pouring their hearts out into their farm for over 80 years.
We want to be known more than just farmers.
Jalen Frandrup, a future farmer of America, knows that FFA
helps you build your leadership,
goes beyond the farm.
We also have a national band, choir, talent show.
FFA has many different options for students to partake in. It's a way for students to...
And it kind of showcases that you're good at something.
But most importantly,
to bring people into FFA and include them.
Her passion for including people was not something that was new to the family.
My dad eventually told me he was an FFA through Hastings.
Her passion began when she saw her dad's pin on a dresser and thought to herself,
if I join FFA, I can connect better to my dad and to the farm.
The family membership goes beyond her dad. Janet Frandrup has always been supportive of Jalen's passions for horses, farming, and wanting to carry out the family tradition.
She loves it. She keeps herself busy.
Jalen has made some close friends on her journey throughout FFA.
I've known Jalen since about kindergarten.
JOELLA Chamberlain has been with Jalen since the beginning of their time together at FFA.
My favorite memory with Jalen is probably our car rides to FFA because it's about 30 minutes away.
Jalen has been an active member for FFA for the past 4 years.
And this year I'm also the 2019-2020 Randolph FFA reporter.
Which comes with many responsibilities.
I have to be in charge of social media, I have to talk to the newspaper. Our tractor parade is coming up, so then I have to talk to Channel 5, Channel 4, WCCO.
All this hard work definitely pays off.
So this early fall, I went to Washington, D.C. on a free trip.
An all-inclusive trip for Jalen.
So we went to Washington, D.C. to talk to our senators, our representatives, the USDA, to anyone that would let us talk. It was a great experience to go to Washington, D.C.
But that's not the only trip for this farm girl.
I raise about 80 calves a year. We had a little bit of everything on this farm. We have about 200 to 300 Holstein beef cattle. My favorite animal would be my horses.
Her horses have even helped her pick a career and the decision to attend SDSU in the fall.
Go Jackrabbits!
To study agriculture, business, and
management, equine science bases, and a beef management.
But just like FFA, this is more than just farming. Reporting for The Ekko, I'm Talia Schultz.
Future Farmers of America has been teaching young people about farm life since way back in 1928. Currently, there are more than 11,000 people in FFA just in Minnesota. If your future doesn't include working at a farm, you might have found something of interest at the big career fair held here recently. Students from schools all over the South Metro came to our school for one day last month to learn about the many opportunities they have for their future. One particularly popular booth this year was the military recruitment because they had free bagels. If you want any more information on careers, be sure to contact our career specialist, Mrs. Geib, in the counseling office. Okay, spring break. It's hours away, and while some students will be staying here in town for the next week, others will be having a blast in places all around the world. From tropical beaches to a restaurant road trip to a magical tradition, here to share with us some of the plans folks have is the Ekko's Brooklyn Bird.
In just a few hours, that is the sound that students at HHS will hear to officially kick off spring break.
I'm going to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico.
While some are going out of the country, excited to catch some rays by the ocean.
I'm definitely most excited for the boat excursion that we're taking.
Some are spending their week making music.
We are going to Los Angeles and San Diego for 5 days with the choir students.
But they're doing more than just singing.
We're going to do a number of California things. We have a day at the beach. We're going to Disneyland.
And some senior boys are even taking a trip to enjoy some food.
We're going to every single green mill in the Midwest.
A job turned into a special spring break memory.
We all work at the green mill and it'd be a great time. We really want the wings.
But one HHS student has a magical spring break tradition with her family that lights up her world.
I am going to Disney World.
Noelle Gons, a senior at HHS, has been traveling to Orlando, Florida for spring break ever since she can remember.
I think my first trip was in 2007.
And this yearly trip makes her happy because she is surrounded by childhood memories such as sweet Disney characters.
And they all signed it.
Thrilling rides.
I like the safari in Animal Kingdom, which isn't really a ride, but I like animals a lot.
And delicious food.
Food-wise, I like the Dole Whips. You can't get them anywhere else but Disney, and it's like pineapple sherbet and like ice cream.
These annual trips have turned Noelle into a Disney fanatic.
I just think it's super fun to people watch, and like you always see like proposals and a bunch of cute like just stuff happening that happens nowhere else.
And she has lots of adorable Disney memorabilia.
I wear a Disney necklace every day. It's a little Mickey Mouse that my grandma got me for my birthday.
But Noelle isn't the only Gons who loves Disney.
Yes, I'm a Disney fan.
I love seeing Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. They're always so happy and fun.
Noelle also loves going to Disney because of the amazing bond it has formed with her family.
Me and Noelle, I feel like sometimes we argue, but we never argue at Disney World because it's the happiest place on earth.
Her mom and her dad have had a love for Disney from the start. They even honeymooned there.
Oh, that's true. We went there on a honeymoon. And we loved it when we got married a long, long time ago, 24 years ago.
Her brother also enjoys Disney for one specific reason.
The food.
However, her mom's favorite part of Disney is not the food, characters, or rides. It's something more simple, yet sweet.
The first time we took the kids, and they loved it so much, and like I loved watching them love it. Like that was the best.
The Gons family enjoys spring break vacations to Disney World so much that Noelle sees the happiest place on earth a potential career path.
Yes, actually, I'm planning on doing the Disney College program when I go to college. It's like you take a semester and you work at Disney, but you also get college credit for it.
Her mom is hesitant with this idea.
That would be a super cool job, but it's too far away from her mother.
So from special memories to constant reminders of their love for Disney to a magical future career for Noelle, it's amazing to see the bond that a little faith, trust, and pixie dust has formed in this family. I'm Brooklyn Bird, reporting for The Ekko.
Wow, going to Disney for a vacation every year sounds out of this world. Whether you are spending your spring break in the sun or the snow, we hope that all students and staff have an amazing and safe week off. Thanks for watching us today. We'll be on with a new show every week from now until the end of the school year. I'm Erin Lindstrom, and this is The Ekko.
They say, oh my God, I see the way you shine. Take your hand, my dear, and place them both in mine.